Here we are, playing, fuck, I forgot what it's called. Legend Bowl. I'm super tired, and maybe a little bit under the influence. We are playing some Legend Bowl. It is a sports game made by an indie team. I think it's only one guy, from what I've heard. I haven't looked into it myself, so don't quote me. But it's made by just one guy. Got some pretty cool stuff here. We'll get into the game a little deeper. You can fucking you can change all the teams up. And I'm pretty sure can you change team name? Or no. Oh, you can change team name. Damn, you can change it. You can literally make the league. Okay, but these are all logos that already exist. I don't know. These are all logos that belong to other teams. So. Oh, those are the logos. Damn. Wait, is that the actual Bills? Can they use that? That's just the Bills logo, right? That's like the old Bills logo. They have a bunch of different logos. They have 66 logos. So you can kind of customize your own team and your own league, how you want it. It's really fucking cool. Shit like that, I'm a big fan of. There's pretty good banner tutorials, and there's a tournament, and an exhibition, and a season. So, they're obviously clearly based off a lot of sports, a lot of real sports teams. We'll be the Miners. We're just gonna go for, we'll play Dallas. That's fine. Just gonna play a little bit of game here and talk about it. I'm a big football fan. Big fan of. Oh, why doesn't sound not capturing sound? Probably change that, huh? Who wants sound, right? Or is it just? Oh, it's okay. It's capturing. I'm dirty rotten liar. Alright, so you can skip all the okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about the game. Tails never fails. So yeah, this is a very Tecmo Bowl arcadey style. It looks really good. Music's really good. However, I almost didn't do a video on it, because it's got some issues. I wanted to really like it. I wanted this to be the new thing I was gonna play and get friends to play. But it's almost really good. Like, it's $20. It's an indie team, so like it's definitely not, it's definitely, I mean, I'd probably argue it's a better experience than any Madden you're gonna get in the past 5 years, but don't know if it's all that good. It's really cool. Again, look at the sprites. But a lot of things take too long. You have to skip every time, and even some things you can't skip. Is a online. I tried to play online with Nexus Complex. It did not work very well. The online feels a bit buggy. And the buggy just kind of froze on us. Just had some issues. The game is very. I'm starting to negatives off. The game feels very slow. Which again, I know it's arcadey style, but even like I remember stuff like Tecmo Bowl and stuff having issues. So super thing, not a bad thing. But the game is I would say a very steep learning curve. As someone's played Madden since I was like 6 years old. It plays very different. Come on, pick up the block. Oh, we're gone. That's it. Oh, we're just gonna start with a touchdown. Look at that. Yeah, we can't. We gotta lay off the sprint. Someone can catch up to us. We're gassed. I like the. I really like the. Actually, come on, pick up that block. Yeah, look at that. I also didn't see. I didn't notice any penalties. I don't know if that's a thing or not. If it's not, I mean, it's honestly fine. I'm okay with that not being a thing. But I played this for a little bit and I haven't noticed any penalties. But look at that. I have it on easy too. I could not forget. I was having trouble on medium. So this is I'll be real, it's turned down to easy. And I think I'm playing probably one of the better teams in the league. But yeah, kicking and throwing is all the aesthetic. Like look at the little PAT and the clock and the logo. The aesthetics are great. So kicking and throwing are shit. Nope, it's not gonna make it. Yep, terrible. Kicking and throwing are off a meter. Kicking especially I cannot get the hang of. It's not bad, you know. Kicking and throwing is, even though it kind of mixes in my complaints. Kicking and throwing are not bad. They're just a fairly steep learning curve. And there's no tutorial that just lets you just kick. There's no tutorial that lets you throw, but there's no tutorial that just lets you kick. And that, I really like. But yeah, so you gotta hit where you want to aim it, and then hold. You don't let go. Like I'm so used to like a double tap or something. And then yeah, then the bar hits and it bounces back. It's not a bad kick. That's probably the best kick I've done, I think. But yeah, you get a pretty good amount of moves. You get a spin. You get a juke. You get a jump. You get a pretty good amount of defensive moves and offensive moves. And those seem to be really big. Mastering the special moves and managing your stamina is really big. And I do like stamina is super important. It's almost like a little fighting. It's like a fighting game, and it's like your meter. So I'm having trouble with. This is not a game issue. This is a controller issue. I can't get my Pro controller. Will not work with Steam. It registers, but it does not work. And then my PS5 controller keeps disconnecting. I used to use a PS4 controller, but I sold all those and I got the PS5. Now I kind of regret it because now the controllers have to work. So, but that's not the issue of the game. I've had trouble with other games too. So, those issues of the game. But I like the little stats up above. My head's kind of blocking it, but you have a tackle button. Unlike Madden, you can't just run into them. You do have to hit the tackle button. Like running doesn't really do anything. But yeah, something like easy was a little too easy, but medium's a little too hard. At least again, until I kind of learn how to work the kicking and the throwing. But no, there's a lot of customization and like even controller. Yep, we're gonna have this problem all game. Again, not a game issue, just a Cody issue. You also don't reliably snap when you switch players. You don't reliably snap closer to the ball, which is another issue. The AI seems a little wonky. It doesn't understand time management. I believe the AI does not know how to call timeouts yet. The game did just come out at the time of recording. It's been out, I think, a month and a half. I don't know when this is going to go up. So there might be some patches that fix this. Again, it's definitely not a bad game. It's cool. It's a cool game that I know exists. But I think it's a game that, even though I'm throwing it, just because it's football. But it's football. It's something different. It's not the Madden Killer. Well, I mean, again, it's probably better than Madden, but I personally at this time would not recommend this. But it's really cool, and I really hope that either maybe with some patches or like a sequel can definitely clean up some of the edges and make the game just a little more just needs a little bit of polish, like I said about a lot of games. But the crowd noise is really good. The refs like on the sidelines, and like the sidelines honestly look more look pretty lively, like for the game this is. Alright, we're having a pretty good fucking. Let's just fucking go for it. It's fine. But you can't perform a spin or a juke or anything without less stamina. But yeah, little stats come up every time you do something. There's down below. I love the UI. Like the whole UI looks really good. I don't know if it's UI or whatever you want to call it, but let's do a pass. Um, sure. But yeah, and then down below you get tips and you get little stuff about other games down below, and it's just, oh, it looks really good. Like the aesthetic is amazing. Oh shit. Yeah, so throwing is similar to kicking, it has a meter. So unlike Madden, we just kind of you just throw and you hope that it's a good throw, and there's kind of a luck-based thing to it. Obviously, you want to throw to open receivers, but and your receiver, your quarterback stats matter, and there's a luck-based thing to throwing and catching. And this one doesn't really feel like I don't know if receivers catching comes into play. It might, but there is a little meter. Oof! I did get nowhere there. So yeah, so when you hit when you throw it, you gotta hold that button, and that fills up your meter to see how you're overthrowing. And like the thing is, it's not like just filling it. It's not like just filling it. Filling it like it's not like golf. It's not like you want to fill for a good throw. Like it's a strength thing, but there's not really a clear indication of how full you want it. Like until you actually play the game and get some hands on, I feel like there's not super clear indication of how much meter to use. So that's one of my issues with it. Again, that's just a learning curve. That part's fine. I mean, I wish maybe it was a little better. But the kicking and the throwing I have no problems with. I like that's a little different. Okay, that feels different to Madden. I love the net going up. Like the net goes up. Like come on. And there's a crowd there. No, there's different enough versions. Like no, there's a lot of love here. It definitely was made by a fan of football. And there's a lot to love, which makes me sad to be so negative on it, but it's just even for a $20 indie game. I just oh come on, we're gonna make this. Look at that, look at that kick. See, we're getting better. That easy peasy. But yeah, I mean, I like they added more of a skill thing to throwing and kicking. But yeah, the game's just a little too. It's all just get to a play. There's oh shit, I did a table kick there. Whiff. It's just a bunch of little things. Also, this is another issue. You don't recover the ball. If you you don't actually recover the ball if you get it back off a kickoff. Because on a kickoff, yeah, you can recover it, but oh shit, my controller discontinued again. Oh no, there it goes. It didn't. I'm just dumb. Nope, we're gonna let him go loose. Yep, he's gonna get. I'll say the collision. Oh, there's the controller, and there's the Athena's. She's running wild. The collision's a little off too. Like I was playing against. I don't know if this was an online thing or not. Oh shit! Come on. I was an online thing or not, but I was playing against Nexus Complex, and his guy and my guy, like he was trying to run at me, and my guy was blocking, and they're facing the opposite ways, but my guy was blocking him, even though being behind him, facing the other way. So the hitbox collision's a little off. I noticed that too with like tackles and stuff. Hitbox collision doesn't feel super accurate, but also we've been playing for what 10? I mean, like 10 minutes, not too bad, but for 3-minute quarters, like game just does just a little too slow in areas. Yeah. Also, yeah, this is a learning curve too, but I feel like you walk through people. I don't know if that's just me or what, but yeah, Athena be playing. But yeah, there's some issues there. So hate coming out so negative. Maybe I should have made this, but I'm also in a grumpy mood. I'm a grumpy person. So, just kind of want to show that this is a cool football game that does exist. I really want good football. Unfortunately, EA doesn't want to have good football. Also, let good football be let you get good football games. After playing this Nexus Complex, and I were thinking, well, maybe we'll get playing old Madden on Steam. Just learning that they removed all the old Maddens and all the old sports games. They're only letting you play the brand new ones, which are generally really bad. So, thanks, EA. 2K, the next 2K game got delayed. Hopefully it will be coming soon, because I would really like to play that. Come on, controller. But again, not a game issue. It's a Cody issue. But yeah, I think I'll probably cut it here. Cut it here. I was gonna play more, but until I get this controller thing figured out, and just with how slow the game is, like we're already at a 15-minute video. I don't think it's gonna get chopped up. I think it's just gonna go on natural. Yeah, this is Legend Bowl. It's available $19.99 on Steam. Again, super cool concept, a lot of love put into it. I just would really like a little bit of like the characters to move a little faster. Like everything movement is too slow, there's just too much filler between plays. And look at them. Oh, that brush. I thought it was red eyes. And yeah, it just feels the PvP doesn't work really well either. It's not a bad experience, but definitely not a great one, and it is something that I am hoping maybe gets fixed in a sequel. And a sequel or patches, I think this is something I can definitely revisit. But until then, we're hoping for a good football game. So maybe I'll just fucking get an old fucking PS2 fucking Madden, emulate some old fucking PS2 Madden, some like Madden fucking 2006 or some fucking 2K5. If you want to see more football content on the channel, let me know. We'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.